Great Battles for Boys, World War II Pacific. Great Battles for Boys takes young readers to the front lines of history's most important fights. In this episode of the best-selling history series, the story opens with the Flying Tigers, those wild American soldiers fighting Japan before the bombing of Pearl Harbor. After the deadly surprise attack on Hawaii, the battles storm across the Pacific in the lethal, island-hopping, military strategy that brought victory over Japan. Great Battles for Boys, World War II Europe. Beginning with Hitler's invasion of Poland, Great Battles for Boys, World War II Europe takes young readers to the front lines of the war's most important clashes. Boys will discover the raw history of warfare and learn the battles in chronological order. From Stalingrad's hand-to-hand street fighting and the world's largest tank action at Kursk to the spy-led invasion of Sicily and the surprise D-Day invasion of Normandy, and many other exciting battles. Great Battles for Boys, the American Revolution. From Concord and Lexington to Brandywine and Yorktown, the stunning battles show young readers how ragtag colonists took on the world's mightiest military of its time, the British Imperial Army, otherwise known as the Redcoats. History leaps off the page and captures even reluctant readers as early colonial protests, such as the Boston Tea Party, bring even more tyranny from King George III. With a declaration of war from England and the appointment of George Washington as commander of the Continental Army, the Revolution's real battles begin. Great Battles for Boys, World War I. In this installment of the best-selling series, young readers experience an unforgettable journey into World War I. They learn about the major battles, leaders, tactics, and strategies that helped the Allies topple the Axis powers. They'll also learn about new inventions, such as airplanes and tanks, which proved crucial to the Great War. Other chapters cover World War I's most fascinating figures, such as Lawrence of Arabia, Sergeant York, the Harlem Hellfighters, and world events, including the Russian Revolution of 1917. Great Battles for Boys, Civil War. More Americans died in this war than all other wars combined, more than 600,000 soldiers. In many schools these days, students aren't being taught about the individual battles and struggles of our nation's history, including Gettysburg. From the first shots at Fort Sumter to the South surrender at Appomattox, young readers move chronologically through 20 crucial battles, covering all 4 years of the Civil War. They'll discover which strategies, tactics, and weapons were used, and which military leaders won victory or suffered defeat. Great Battles for Boys, Bunker Hill to World War I. In chronological order, beginning with the Revolutionary War, Great Battles for Boys, Bunker Hill to World War I takes young readers to the front lines of American history's most thrilling clashes. Boys discover the raw truth about the colonial fight for freedom, the hardships of Civil War soldiers, the fierce Battle of the Alamo, the American Expeditionary Forces winning World War I, and much more. Great Battles for Boys, Ancients to Middle Ages. In this installment of the best-selling series, boys travel to the ancient world to learn about 12 famous military battles that drastically altered world history. They'll also learn about the notable men who led those battles, including Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and William Braveheart Wallace, among many others. Beginning in ancient Greece and Persia, the battles continue into the Middle Ages, including the Crusades, and conclude with the year 1588 when the Spanish Armada's attempted invasion of England, and the dawn of modern naval warfare. Great Battles for Boys, the Korean War. In this 7th book in the series, boys learn about the Korean War, also known as the Forgotten War. Despite more than 2 million casualties, most people, young and old, cannot fully explain this international conflict or why the United States sacrificed so much treasure to fight it. But your son will learn about stunning modern warfare, ensuring history is anything but forgotten. Find the links below and buy the 8 books now.